Many residents are tired of shoveling. Many of the drains are blocked by snow plows and other debris, and Metropolitan Sewer District officials are urging residents to help clear the drain. 72 seats versus a regular bus with only 65, so it seats more students. It runs on compressed natural gas, and the district says it will save them tons of money. And since opening its doors, Covenant House has helped tens of thousands of youth in the St. Louis area. Now, organizers say that young people are homeless for various reasons. This weekend, the nation is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. It was here at the Lincoln Memorial 50 years ago that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. Those in attendance at this commemorative event say that it was a day that changed the face of this nation. Anderson's voice sounds like a professional opera singer. His music teacher says that you should never judge a book by its cover because something inside could be powerful. When you hear Anderson's voice, it will amaze you and take your breath away.
A few months ago, a business owned by a Caseyville family was riddled with bullets in a robbery, and the female owner was hit multiple times.
Reporter Kelley Hoskins talked to the owner, who found the strength to survive and says that day changed her life forever. It's a story you'll see only on Fox 2.
The robbery took place last year on November the 14th in Caseyville. It turned into a shooting at Ferguson TV and VCR repair shop on Main Street. The victim was business owner Judy Ferguson. Judy and her husband Bill, who owned the store, asked us to hide their identities because they say it's still hard for them to relive what happened.
Certainly a shock because I never thought anything like that would happen over there. I've been over there 25 years. And never, ever in a community like this did I think it would happen.
It's still a shock.
On that day, Judy was sitting in this chair at the store. The suspect walked in, asked a few questions, and then she says things changed quickly. The suspect fired 11 shots, with 6 of them hitting Judy.
Because he did think he killed me. And he's going to go to jail for a long, long time, and I just wonder if he ever stops to think, was this worth it?
After the gunman left the store, Judy knew she was hit and somehow found the strength to call 911 for help. The bullets went into the top of her arm and came through the bottom of her arm. Her legs and pelvis were fractured. Today, after much pain and long hospital visits, Judy's life has been changed forever.
Damaged the whole nerve system of my right arm here. Because, I mean, I can't use this right hand. I still got surgeries to go through.
Judy has always collected angels. In fact, the angels are throughout her home. The Fergusons say they know angels were watching over Judy that day.
They were all working that day. Yeah.
It's just a blessing that I survived it.
Reporting from Caseyville, Kelley Hoskins, Fox 2 News.
Philip T. Smith from East St. Louis was charged with the robbery, discharging a firearm, and possession of ammunition by a felon, plus 1 count of attempted murder.
It was a story that rocked the city of Glendale, Missouri last year. Police say Catherine Murch allegedly shot and killed her 11-year-old son and 9-year-old daughter before turning the gun on herself. It was a picture-perfect family stricken by tragedy.
And I have to live with that for the rest of my life. She took away her pain, but she inflicted so much pain on us because I have to live with all 3 of them forever.
The major case squad determined the fatal shooting a murder-suicide and confirmed Catherine had a mental health history and a long-time battle with depression. Catherine's sister, Jennifer, is speaking out for the first time about her sister's mental health and to encourage others to receive help before violence arises.
People don't want to talk about it. People feel ashamed that they even have the disease. You know, I didn't wake up yesterday and say, I want a mental illness. Just like somebody didn't wake up and say, I want cancer or diabetes. You know, it's something that's happened to our body, something that's happened to the chemicals in our brain. And we don't have control over them.
And Jennifer says she will never understand what happened that day or the state of mind her sister was in. She wants to raise the awareness about mental illness with the hope that someone out there is listening and will change their minds about taking their life or the lives of others.
Kathy was a good person that loved her family very much and loved others as well, was always there to help, was always there to lend a hand. And I won't ever have an answer. And that's the hardest part, especially for a family. If you're thinking about committing suicide, your family will never understand. Never.
Reporting from St. Louis County, I'm Kelley Hoskins. The Thompson family members are no strangers to the St. Louis community. Tony Thompson is the founder of Kwame Building Group. The company played a major role for construction management of the St. Louis New Cardinal Bush Stadium and other major construction projects around the country. But 2 years ago, the family chain was broken. Former Pagedale Police Chief Tyrone Thompson was shot and killed by two teenagers who decided to rob him.
He helped mentor young kids about these sort of acts of violence or attempted robbery. If they needed something, all they had to do was ask him. He would have gave it to them.
The Thompson family says Tyrone's death prompted them to start the Tyrone Thompson Institute for Nonviolence and continue to provide scholarships through the Kwame Foundation to encourage youth to put down their guns and pick up the books.
And I think Tyrone would be proud. I think he knows we have good intention, and unfortunately it was that incident to led us to do this. But, you know, if we could reach some kids, you know, and get them off the street and help them, it was worth it.
And the Thompson family says that Tyrone would help anyone at any time, anywhere, and he devoted his life to helping young people, especially troubled youth. And that's why the Thompsons want to make sure that they provide scholarships for young people so that they can be successful in life and to continue to live out Tyrone's legacy.
Ty put his life on the line for the things in which he believed in terms of helping in the nonviolent process is what caused his life in trying to save others. So we have to try to carry his legacy on so that others can be saved.
Reporting from downtown St. Louis, I'm Kelley Hoskins. After days of negotiation, Senator Harry Reid of Nevada, the majority leader, abruptly called a vote to end the debate on measures that would extend benefits for out-of-work Americans for at least 3 months. Reid was hoping to move on to the final passage for at least one of the proposals, but both votes failed.
My first reaction when I got news out of the Senate that they had stopped discussion about extending unemployment benefits, it scared me.
That's the reaction from Juliet Holden with Circle of Concern Food Pantry. Holden says about 85,000 Missourians will be cut off from the extended employment benefits.
Right now, while extended unemployment benefits have been cut and are in jeopardy, our services are becoming more and more important for more and more families.
Sandra Dunn uses Circle of Concern. She's married and a mother of 2 daughters. She says losing a job could happen to anyone.
A lot of us live paycheck to paycheck, and with my position being eliminated, if I didn't have this unemployment benefit, I would be, it would be a lot stressful.
And volunteers here at Circle of Concern Food Pantry say that since the cuts, there has been a noticeable increase in foot traffic. And they say that they're doing everything possible to provide food to everyone who walks through their doors.
Without those extended unemployment benefits, families won't have that additional little bit of support to do the basics, to buy groceries, to pay utilities. So Circle of Concern services are even more important right now.
Reporting from Valley Park, Kelley Hoskins, News 11.